Oh, happy Sunday. I know y'all been waiting all week for this. This is the after discussion for Peacock's scripted reality show, kind of scripted, whatever, reality show, Queen's Court. And today we're going to talk about episode 3 and 4. So you know the drill. Grab your glass of wine, share this with a girlfriend, and let's have a conversation. Yes, I am your host, Jamie Alexander, and this is the after discussion for season 1, episodes 3 and 4. I Know You Lie and King Fishers. These are the 2 episodes, and the show is so much fun. So much fun. Y'all know I'm not about to talk about it by myself, so let me give our girl to the stage. Yeah.
Hey.
What's up?
How are you?
Girl, I am good. Enjoying my Sunday.
Good.
I did the laundry. I cleaned. The dishes are done. Bed sheets are clean. We're ready.
She's like, yes. Same,
Yeah.
girl. Same. I was like, okay, it's Sunday.
I got to get my life together because I don't have time during the week to do all this. I don't make time
I'm telling you
for this. Yeah.
Yeah. But you look good, though.
Thank you. Likewise, because
Thank you.
we will do that. We're down 1 tonight, but that is okay because we're still going to have a great conversation. And we might as well jump right in. Okay, so obviously you've seen episodes 3 and 4. Have you gone past that yet?
I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't.
I haven't either.
Okay.
But I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay, so we got 5 new guys in. What did you think about the new guys that came in? The 5 new ones. Yeah, I know.
I was like, that's the 5. Like, I feel like each time it should elevate. Like, okay, you know what I mean? So each time they need to look better. They need to have, like, I feel like they didn't do that.
Yeah, I completely agree. And when you say it like that, I feel the same way because I'm like, I feel like the OGs were the best batch, but then I wonder, was that by design too? Because then they get more time to actually get to know them and cultivate relationship with them.
Oh, that's true.
So I was thinking maybe that.
That would be good.
Yeah, because it was trickling off, and I was like, the guys are getting younger. They're getting less
younger.
appealing for these ladies. Yeah. I did think Travis was cute, though. He has a really cute smile. He's so cute for somebody. I don't know who, but he's just cute.
He's cute for somebody. I agree with you.
He's so cute for somebody. Yeah.
Somebody.
Not this somebody, but he's got something to him. I like that. So they are picking good guys, but I am glad that Tamar read ATL Kells because I don't even know.
Can I tell you my problem? You know I'm always the devil's advocate.
Please.
You always. Why she didn't read JR his rights? She like, why you not with the kid of your 3 baby mama? Why he not with the kid of his baby mama? Like, why was there, he got 2 2-year-olds and he does have a newborn, but he got 2 4-year-olds. Like, to me, anything under 5 is a newborn.
Anything under 5. That's my rule too. Anything under 5, I can't.
I was like, is it because he's an attorney? Like, why you didn't tell him to go be with his baby mamas? They both, actually, he has less baby mamas, Kels did. He only got 2 because he had 3 by 1. And then, so what is the criteria? Is it because he's not an attorney? Like,
that's very interesting. I definitely think the newborn situation, I think it's the way Kels came at it. Because if I would hear a guy talk like that, like, that's so disrespectful. If this woman pushed out your kids, you got a newborn at home, and you on here talking about you a king, looking for a queen, and then you like, what that got to, like, well, why are you not with the mother of your 3 children? Why, like, basically, like, what sense does that make? And that's just like,
I do agree. His response was like, hello, you're on TV. But also, I think he said what most men think.
True.
So is it wrong? He like, we not together. She happens to be having my baby, but we not together. I just feel like
why he keep sleeping with that girl?
And why she keep letting them? Like,
why?
What are you doing? 3
And
years
she's
later,
not going anywhere. And just like Tamar said, like, she's not about to be calling my phone because
right.
you got a newborn.
You got a newborn. So she's going to be calling. And like she said, where we going, Chuck E. Cheese? But I did feel like, but your number one candidate has more baby mamas. And
he has 4, right?
He has 4 baby mamas. And he has 2 children at the same. So I just felt like she didn't give them the same. And she asked him right off the bat. See, Evelyn gave JR that energy. She was like, oh, no. 5 baby mamas. 4 baby mamas. She said, I'm out. So I don't know Tamar's criteria right now because it can't be the baby mama situation. You just wasn't into him. And you didn't like at least Evelyn was fair and said, I don't like his vibe.
Right.
But if you basing it off of baby mamas, that can't be it.
The math ain't mathin'.
The math is not mathing. Because if that's what you're basing it off of, you wouldn't be with this joker.
That's insane. That's a good point. And I can't even say because it's a no for both of them for me. Like, we could talk about JR, especially because we brought him up. Hey, Tawny. Hey, y'all in the chat. I see y'all in here.
Hello.
Let us know if you loved the show and what you loved about it because this is... we were just talking about ATL Kales, honey. Yeah. So with JR, okay, so we got the bike ride date. We got all of this stuff coming up. What do you think about how he's showing up? Because I can say I like the way he shows up. He does seem attentive. I do like to receive gifts, thoughtful ones. I do like, he's not too thirsty, but he's paying attention enough to slip in where he needs to. I don't know. I can see why she's looking at him. I think
that was the thing is I think because I know him personally, like I know that's just how he shows up. Okay. So remember I told you he's not a bad guy. Like, and so, but if we have layers that we're not choosing and one of them is, somebody having fresh children or having several baby mamas, then he doesn't meet her criteria. So I just want her to use the same thing across the board. But in terms of how he shows up, I know his baby mamas are probably like, oh yeah, he gonna do that. He gonna spend money. He's gonna give you gifts. He's gonna give you flowers. He's that guy. So he's gonna court you. He has that down. So like he said at the beginning, chivalry is not dead. He's gonna show up. He puts on shoes. He massages feet. Like he's that dude. But and like I said, he could be ready. He could be. He could be. You know, we said 46 is the age, so he could be.
For some.
Yeah, for some. Well, no, we rounded it up to 47.
Yeah, let's round that up just a little bit. Take it a little to 47.
47 and a half.
That might be it. Yeah, 47 and a half, somewhere in there. That's a good start.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it comes to criteria, I have to agree with you on that. I didn't even look at that situation. And then I'm wondering too, Tamar is really kind of asking a lot more intrusive questions when it comes to some of these other guys or wanting Gatsby to show up a certain way and this and that. I'm not seeing that thus far up to episode 4 with JR as much as I would like, because I think that's what we need to do. When the guy is showing up and he is doing all things, he's almost one step ahead of her on everything. She's not even thinking to ask, like, I don't want to be the person who thinks things are so perfect. It needs to be like, when's the other shoe gonna drop? But tell me about your issues, because we ain't gonna walk on the clouds this whole time. Like, I'm ready for her to dive in. We're at episode 4,
and she hasn't, and so she hasn't done that with him.
No.
But everybody else is like right off the bat, like right off the whip, you got to show me who you are. And it's like, why are you judging the black man so harshly? You know, the white man could just be an attorney and that suffice. He got more baby mamas than everybody on the show.
He does.
So is that enough? You know, because he can provide. And I think that's what she's looking at. I mean, not because she can provide for herself.
Right.
But let's admit, Tamar's been through the ringer. She went on, what's that show?
Big Brother.
Mm-hmm. And she cried broke and they chose her. And so, you know, so you can provide for yourself, but when shit hits the ceiling or the fan, you want somebody that can provide for you. And I think that's what she's thinking overall.
Maybe so, because that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing the overall. And when I was watching episode 4 today, I was thinking, like, is this where we're headed? Because he asked her, like, are you attracted to me? Or wait, what did he say exactly?
That's what he said. Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah. Are you physically attracted? And I was really...
She couldn't really give him an answer.
She didn't.
But she opened up the series saying, I want a big black...
Jesus.
Thank you. And you went to... So you really... your whole criteria has changed just because he's in the running.
And that made me wonder, is that like a thing? Because she said, she said she's looking to expand her horizons. Yeah. And I teeter on that fence because I have an idea of what I think I want, but I've got to expand my horizons and learn how to do that and be cool with it, because what I'm rocking with hasn't been working the best,
I think that's different though. I think expanding your horizons is saying, oh, I'm willing to date outside of my race, but does that change your general questions and your core values?
No, absolutely not.
You see what I'm saying? I think hers changed just specifically for him.
See, but I wonder if she's either tricking herself or not looking at herself into believing that this is what expanding your horizons means. Like, what is she, I don't want to say blinded by, but if she thinks she's doing something different because he's a little shorter, he's Caucasian, he's a little bit older, yes, he has it together, but yeah.
You got your white man with black issues. And
because that's what I'm saying. So at his core, that's what I'm saying. Like, because even with a brother, this is gonna pop up. If you got 4 baby mamas, 5 kids, you grew up the way you did it, and you have I need.
And
to
they're all black women. This is.
Yeah, I don't know how.
So
I like the Louis shades, but
the Louis he gonna come through. So I think they'll be fine because they're similar in that regard. They're choosing each other for the same reason.
Okay. Now that makes sense.
So it's fine.
I just don't know how long that's gonna rock. What do you guys think in the chat? Do you think JR and Tamar make sense? Do they match? Is this a thing? And it has me questioning how I think physical attraction is important. And I'm not sure. I just don't know. I still have questions. I think I need to watch more of the show because I'm not sure where she's getting this idea that keeps bringing her back to him. If she doesn't even know she's physically attractive.
He does, right. I think he's different for her because he's not an ugly guy.
But no, not at all.
But he...
Well, she did date Vince, and he's not a looker himself.
So, and I don't think the African white guy was either. So I don't think she necessarily has taste. She has her own taste. Let me say that. Right. So I don't think physical attraction is a thing. She's had him tall, black with dreads. She's had him fat and wide. And, so why not have white? At least he could dress.
Okay. You know what? That's what it is. I forgot about Tamar's track record. Because I'm sitting up here trying to make the math, and I'm like, I don't know what to understand.
It's not. Yeah. She's not been with anybody for that. Which is a good thing. It works for her.
It works for her.
But or does it? Or does it?
Well, we're gonna find out. It's like a ... situation because I'm really interested to see a couple of years from now, what is this looking like? Are we seeing, God willing, we don't want to, but are we seeing blogs about how he did this, the baby mama did that, and they're divorcing? Or just years is gonna go by and they just gonna get old together and we're gonna be like, oh wow, that worked.
Wow. You know what? I meant to tell you this last time too. Gatsby joked and said that they'll have whatever his real name is, Kobe Jr.
Yeah.
And then Jeremy joked and said, we're gonna have a little Jeremy Jr. And can I tell you all the ways I thought that was inappropriate because he already has one?
Oh my God.
I was like, so you're just talking. You're just talking. Yeah. Your firstborn son is JR Jr. Stop it. Like, what is happening? So I was like, she don't even know the wool is being pulled right over her eyes. He's literally playing a game with you. He said, well, wait till you have Jeremy Jr. He already exists.
Right.
He's 16. Stop.
Right. You got Jeremy Jr., and Junior. Like, you got a few Jeremys.
I was like, so that just left a bad taste in my mouth because then it let me know that it was performative. Like, this is very much so your representative. You just talking.
He definitely seems to be showing up with his representative, but his representative is sharp, boy. Like, he might mess around. That's how they get you. And I'm really
I've dated somebody's representative for almost 2 years. So I get it. And then when I seen the real him, he was out in less than 2 weeks. He was gone.
What do you think is one of the, in your experience, since you know him personally, what is maybe like a half of a thing that is not being represented here that you feel like could be an issue in a relationship long term? What are we missing?
he really likes the attention of women. And so, so that would be the thing. Like, okay, he likes the attention of women. So he's probably more like a polyamorous guy, or like something like that, you know. And the funny thing that's almost hurtful is he doesn't like weaves and wigs. And I'm like, how is this gonna work? Yeah. So I'm just looking and I'm like, wow, like you're really, it's giving clout chasing. So he likes natural women. He does like women that work out, so she works out. So it's like, and he went from liking like women that weren't so smart to now, because he's an attorney. If the last few women he's dated, his track record, they're very intelligent, they have degrees, they have such. She don't have none of that, and he's a conversationalist, so he communicates up here. And she's not gonna be able to hang with that. I've watched her have normal conversations, and that little ghetto-ness is only gonna take her so far. You know, so I think those are the places that he's not being real with himself, because I too know, like, even for me, like, I'm a sapiosexual, you got to turn my mind on.
Right.
Like we have to be able to get on in the bed, but you got to be intriguing with the conversation. Yep. And he likes that.
Dang. And that's very interesting, because those are two major things that you brought up, like the natural hair, this and that, and the conversation. And if he likes the attention of women, it's going to be very easy, in my opinion, for him to go out somewhere, see something different, whether it's this huge afro, these beautiful locks, which you have, and mess around and have a conversation and be like, oh my God, this is what I've been missing.
Right. And I mean natural, even down to, come on, we got to acknowledge, she's had fillers.
Yeah.
That's not him. If you go look at all the baby mamas and any of the women he's dated, that is not the track record. But maybe maybe he's doing something different too.
Maybe he's doing something different too.
But no, he likes the limelight. So because he does like women and attention, I think that's how they'll work.
Right.
For a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm getting the vibes of like, oh my God, let's get married and I see happily ever after, but what do I know?
Right. Like, what do any of us know?
What do I know? You know? I'm just little old me. Like,
yeah, we all out here trying to figure it out. Okay.
Listen. So yeah, I mean, I guess we'll find out. Since you brought up Gatsby, let's talk about him. I feel like they're just keeping him on because he's like almost like the token clown at this point. He's just clowning around. I can't take him seriously.
Didn't I tell you it was only gonna last so long?
I don't understand. I'm surprised. I don't know why he wasn't on the chopping block. If they were going to keep Travis, instead of putting him on the chopping block twice, they probably should have just gone ahead and got rid of Gatsby. I
think so too, but I think, unfortunately, like in terms of a high value black man or a quality black man, I mean, he has his stuff together and he's cute and he dressed nice.
But he acts like a clown.
He does, but I think that's why they're keeping him. He does.
Yeah.
He does.
And but I think that's why they're keeping him. We're going to have to ask him to come on the show. I don't even know. Girl, I don't even know if I can talk to him seriously on here.
I know. I might just start cracking up. Right. Bye. Look, hey, you're so cute.
Right.
Stop acting a fool.
That's what it is. I see he has this lovable thing to him, but it's just, I can't take him seriously. And since we're talking about something so semi-serious, maybe that's why he's just that flavor of something that's like, let's keep this fun and light and ridiculous and keep him on here. Because
I think that's what it is. It's like, okay. It's like, I mean, I don't know, because I don't know. That has to be the only reason.
Yeah.
Like he gets along with all the women.
Yep.
He gets along with all the guys. He dresses nice. He's smart and he's cute. I think that's really the only reason why they can't. He's just holding space. He's holding space because he took me out with that cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. He was serious too. He was serious. And then went back to Tamar talking about but that's what you meant. That's what you said. That's what you was doing. You said what you said. And that's what you meant. Evelyn was rolling like he's just a mess. Because they know, like, he crazy. But I mean, I think that's a large part of who he is. You know, and it will take somebody else to pull out those layers and for him to be more vulnerable. I think it's hard. Also, I think if it was 1-to-1, maybe she could get that from him. Maybe Tamar or Evelyn. Well, yeah, that's true. One of them. I think. I think one of them could get that out of him, but it would have to be like a 1-to-1, like a different show, like Love Is Blind or something. Ooh,
or maybe like not even on TV at all.
That part.
Yeah, maybe like in the back, in the in behind the scenes somewhere.
Yeah. So that's why I'm like,
Well, speaking of having a good time, let's talk about Nivea, because my good sis is out here just.
Lord.
She is dating.
Why is she on the show?
Life. I don't know. She's not ready.
She's not ready at all.
No.
Tell me what she say. They got her vagina doing what?
Oh, she said
the river dance.
chords was the river dancing.
She got the river dance. She got
river dancing. She corn rolling.
Yeah, she got. Then she said the flowers. The man getting her flowers almost made her give him some.
Like, it's easy enough. She could give it up. He was like, it don't take much for me to give it up. Why are you?
I was like, okay. Ooh. Again, they didn't evaluate that right. Baby, are you looking for love? She's not going to end up with nobody.
No, because
she's not ready.
She's not.
She's not. Which is fine.
That's fine. Look, she looks like she's having a good time, but homegirl is led by her cookie.
Yeah, period. She's like it's giving Lori Harvey. Like, it's just like
she live in her pants under the tiny little skirt she be wearing.
I was like, and then
I mean, this man gave her a kiss on the cheek and she about lost it. Like,
she was about to lose it. I was like, what?
I mean, he is fine. Ty is fine.
Yeah,
he's fine.
He's got there is something about him. I was like, how tall is he? Because I'm over here thinking, how tall is she? Okay, he come the right back. Like, I was thinking about it. I definitely thought about it.
I mean, I did see him. He was on Kamisha Reviews, so he is doing interviews. I might have to ask him to come on over here, talk to us about his experience.
Yes, because he seems like, I mean, that's what I said. It makes it different when it's not one-to-one. So it's hard to tell what their chemistry is like because it is giving sexual. But
I'm not really getting that much from him, though. I feel like it's her. She's losing her mind. And I know there's that sexual chemistry because that's easy, but I'm not seeing anything from him.
That's true. That's actually a good point.
Like, he's he's just getting away with it because he's fine. Like, I'm not really.
That's true.
They're not talking about nothing.
But she don't ask nothing. She has no baseline requirement. Like, why are you here? Like, I'm like, why is she here? Like, she don't have no questions. Other people find out more about them than she does.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Nivea.
Yeah, that's Nivea.
Nothing. It's just all very. There's nothing.
It's nothing.
There's nothing going on. She's the person I least connect to. I like her. She's there, right? She's fun. She's down to earth. She's unique. She's different. I love all of that. I could probably kick it with her and have a ball. Like, she's amazing. But for this process and something so serious that you claim to be ready for, like, I'm not seeing it at all. Not even a little.
Yeah, no. It's
like,
not,
the girls are
there.
laughing at her at this point. Like,
they're laughing at her.
Yeah, they laughing.
They like. But I think, she's not going to end up with nobody.
No,
she's gonna be like, I need time. This is gonna be a realization for her to realize I'm not ready.
Yeah,
that's what I think, because there ain't no way.
No,
I mean, like, she hasn't even asked them their favorite color. Like, nothing.
Like, nothing.
Nothing. I'm like, girl, did you ask them? I don't know.
I don't know anything. I can't, even my brain, and I'm looking at my notes, I have nothing that I can pull out. Like, oh, well, Nivea knows. The one thing she said with some sense and kind of a dead giveaway is that, Mac I would have a healthy and stable relationship with him. I could see myself with him long term, but I don't know. And I'm like, girl,
so it was there for like 2.5 seconds and then it quickly left.
Yeah.
It quickly left. But I also, I don't think she has that many great options either.
I think Mac is a great option.
I think he is, but what does he do?
I don't know. I think he's that's Ty. I don't know. They show it so quick. Sometimes I don't even.
And then she don't ask no questions. So I'm like, he got a bunch. Wait, no, Ty got the bunch of kids.
Ty has a bunch of kids?
Don't he?
I don't know. If he does, I missed that.
You talking about Ty, like the
yeah, the big dark skinned bald Barani.
I think he has 6 kids.
That's a lot of kids.
I think he said he has 6 kids.
That's a lot of kids. Can someone confirm or deny in the chat?
I think he said he has 6 kids.
How many children does this man have?
I know I didn't
miss
that. Because I want to say she said she had something, and then he said I got 6, and then they said together they had. It was a large number.
Oh my God.
Because I was like, oh wow, I don't know. Somebody got to confirm in the chat.
I don't know. Yeah, somebody let us know if y'all know. I'm gonna have to.
Because I think that's the only. I think that's the only question she asked him that somewhat,
had any substance besides what you drinking.
Right.
She is so giddy around that man, and I love that feeling. And speaking of giddy too, I was gonna say that about Tamar. I knew it. When she says that JR makes her feel like a woman, I know exactly what she means. There's guys that I date and they do a decent job and it's cool, like whatever. But then there's these guys where it's just like, oh, I can yield to this. I can yield to this.
For sure. Like, oh my God, it feels great. Like, yes, I'm
the woman.
Yes, I agree with you.
Yeah.
And when you have that feeling, it does make you feel safe. And there's something to be said about that. So that I understand, but also understanding that's a part of the character that you get caught up in.
Exactly. We need to remember that.
So you get caught up in that because he does have those things to offer and he will make you feel like the only woman in the room. He does. And so I feel that for her. And like I said, they say a man knows when he's ready. And when I dated him, neither one of us were ready because I said we're fresh out of divorce. But to know that he's had several kids after that, it's kind of, he only had 2 baby mamas at that time. So now there's 2 more. So it's like,
That's a lot.
Yeah. And the other 2 are 4 years young. So it's like, okay, you can grow in 4 years, So maybe he knows what he wants. And so going back, I don't see Nivea having that with anybody. Like there's no true connection.
Yeah. And that's what I was going to say. It's like, I feel like this, as women, these are both things that we as women need to look out for because, and I'm still on my journey. There's not, I don't have the ring yet, yet.
Yeah, but it's heavy on the yet.
Yeah, but that energy of being able to yield, that is a real. I mean, I'd be sold after that, but that's
agreed.
a problem. I don't be having enough intel. I think that's how the last one got me. Like as soon as I felt like I could yield, I was caught up. And then, the game got switched.
Right.
And then what Nivea is going through, this giddiness, we like that too. Like, ooh, so fine. Like
it's really a combo piece. You really need like a combo. Like I need to feel safe, silly. Like I need to feel, I need all of it.
But then it's like, even after having it all, like, can we still separate from that long enough to still make sure we know who this Father Mucka is what I'm saying.
That part.
Because that's how you get us. And they know that and they use that. Tyrone, that dude been walking around with his muscles and he been giving that presence to women since day one. Same thing with JR. He been walking around swagging, so they know. And here we are just like,
yes. Oh my God. It
scares me a little bit.
It does.
Genuinely.
It does. Yeah. And I think that's the thing to be able to decipher. Like, are you the person for me? I see that you have the gift of gab. I see that you have the sex appeal. I see that you have all of these things. But when the back's against the wall, like, are you going to show up for me? Are you going to be present for me? Look, are you going to call me after surgery? Are you going to do those things? So that's the thing, is how you show up.
Yeah. I think that's something that I've noted for myself to kind of be careful for, and not in an unnatural, like guarded way, but I'm gonna be like, okay, I can yield. Okay, but I still need to see more because people, like you said, like when things hit the same thing in my last situation, when things got hard, you was out. You was clear about where you wanted to be, and it was nowhere near me. So it just takes more than that. And I want us to know and remember that as we're feeling all the feels. Tony said, I can yield to this.
I like that. I like that.
Because that is, when I can yield to you, because it's rare. When I can yield to you, I'm like, I
tell somebody, like, I wear the underwear all the time. I do not want to have to do that. I don't want to wear no drawers. Okay. No, like, I don't want it. You can have it. Drive the bus. Yeah. Like, I don't want to. You can have it. No. So when I know that I can yield to this, yes, then that is a song.
It is.
I agree with you, sis. That's a whole
bop. Don't make me do it. Don't make me bring this exclusive back out. It's a whole nother era.
Right?
Yeah. That's gonna get me. That gets us caught up. So, but I'm gonna have to guard against that a little bit. I'm gonna have to be wiser and pace a little more, even though I'm seeing that and just marking the thing like, okay.
Yeah, and I think with men, that's the thing, is that you have to give them time to be able to see that part. Like, because otherwise that's when you learn real time, and then you're like, oh, you not choosing me. You not effing with me that tough. You not. Nope. On the hierarchy, I'm way down here. I thought I was up here because of how you've been treating me, but really this is how you treat everybody.
Yeah. This is why you think you're a good man.
This is why you think you're a good man, because you show up for everyone in this way, but you don't know how to decipher the difference between your woman and people, i.e. family, kids, whatever. You don't know that there's a true difference in me being your lady.
Listen, couldn't have said it better myself. So, there's a lot more layers to it. And that's what I love too about this being a show more mature. When I say mature, of course, these girls are in their 40s. That matters because it takes time. Like, some of us got married young and got divorced, or we didn't get married at all. And here we are, or we're, so it takes time to understand these things and the social conditionings that come with all of it. Like, the more these conversations I have with men and the different little shows I do, it shows me all the layers. It's like, and the more dating I do, I'm really getting information and education on how to do this thing as right as possible, because so much of this stuff is not even stuff that I used to even think about. It went from my early 20s. I would just be like, he's fine. I'm fine. He cute. He likes me. We have a good time. That's my husband. Like,
that's it. And now you're like, none of that.
No.
Back up.
Let me reel it in. And I be telling people, like, it's so funny how that list completely changes the older you get. Like, and the funny thing is, the older you get, the list is a little bit shorter, but the things are so meaningful. They got some weight to them.
They got some weight to them. So yeah, and definitely when you got your own shit too. Like, hey,
look around. You didn't do none of this.
I've been doing this. Right, I've been doing this. So that means the things on this list that hold this weight, they real heavy.
Correct. Which means you have had to do your work. And I think men, they get, some guys get irritated. Like, when we say things like, we got it, we can take care of ourselves, but they got to understand this is coming from, we're one vulnerability down.
Right.
Like, this is less advantage we can be taken of now. Like, y'all got to level with us and know that there's some people who take advantage. They throw their money, or I'm going to pay your rent, pay your bills, and I'm going to pay for this. And you think I'm going to just, like.
Right.
Because I'm so, Jolesa said that last episode.
But I also tell them it's a one up for them too, because nigga, that means I don't want you for your things.
So.
It's a one up for you. Like, I'm literally with you for you. Because I could do all this by myself.
That part.
So it really lets you know I'm really here for you, not what you can provide. That's an additive, but that's not the why.
Absolutely. Right.
It's not the why.
Yeah. And then you find out it's hard for people to even believe that they are lovable without these things. So it's just a lot. It's a lot. Yeah. It's not it can be easy. But it's not as easy as we think all the time. So that's why I like this show too, because look at everything we're seeing. And when I talk about everything we're seeing, I think you brought this up last week and I didn't even know. until this third, fourth episode that Rashawn,
yes,
Rashawn, right?
yes.
Yeah. I wasn't ready. Like, I knew it's like he presented in episode 1 and I was like, okay, I get it, Evelyn, the hair, we don't know, he's quiet. And then episode 2, it's like, wow, he might be this great guy. Like, let's get to know him, give him a chance. He's calm.
He making food and things.
You know what I'm saying? He got little stories and, energy. He's calm. Is it like, okay, like, what are we talking about? But this third and fourth episode, I was really disappointed. For one, he kept stringing Nivea along, and I didn't like that with all of that. Yeah. Like, oh, well, we got to move slow and get to know. You're trying to stay in the game.
Right. You're trying to stay in the game.
You're trying to stay in the game now.
Right. Because you came and you knew that there was a deadline. So it's only so slow you could go. If it was real life, then you needed to not get on this show.
Yeah.
Because there's a time frame. There's a time frame.
Yeah. But look at you trying to play. So I didn't like that. And then the flash. And then for Nivea,
you seen the flash? You seen the flash this time?
Girl. And I'm like, as hard as Nivea has gone in her life and even goes on the show, she be kicking it. She took one swig of that and was like, ooh. Ooh.
I'm telling you. She said, that's strong. I'm telling you, because he's self-medicating his PTSD. And it's like, again, what was y'all's vetting process?
I'm sad for him because
ain't no way. You can't bring me a Kels. You can't bring me a Travis. You can't bring me a Corinthian. You can't bring, like...
Corinthian.
I liked his name, though. He was a cute little boy.
He's a cute little boy. I never thought I would say that about a 30-year-old, but he's so little. He's so young. It's cute though. He's our little restaurant owner. That's cute. I'm proud of him.
That's cute. Like, good job, baby. Oh, but yeah, so hey friend. Yeah, no, when I seen the flash, I was like, what is happening?
I feel bad for him. I mean, what is he gonna do? What is it gonna take? And sometimes I feel like, where do these kind of men go? And obviously he's not doing the right thing with his time. Like, if you just drinking your sorrows away.
I told you, I picture him being in the house with his 6 dreadlocks, half Jerry curl afro, with a gun in between his legs, hearing voices, like drinking. Because he hasn't got help.
No, he doesn't have.
He's not there.
No, he's so disconnected
and he lost a child. So now you're a veteran and you win the 3 wars. You lost your child and your hair, it's written all over him. It's written all over him. And I'm like, why is he on this show? He is ill prepared. And that would be so sad if one of them women actually got with him. And now you got to go deal with this man and all of his issues. We all, as humans, we already have enough issues.
We do. Find
these women, people that are in their healing process.
In the process. You can be in the process is enough. Nobody's even asking for 100%. That's like, I don't know if whatever will ever be 100% healed. There's always something, but you can, if you're in the process, you got language, you got tools, you can work with it. That's enough.
That's enough. I can work with that.
I can work with that.
And so that's why I told you this screening process was, like, how do you even make it in the house with a flask? How did you, that's his personal flask, girl. You know they ain't got that in their house. No, like, is he showering at night? Like, is he showering? Like, I need to know y'all's behaviors. Yeah.
I don't know. They need to get, I don't want to say they need to get him help. It's not their responsibility. But what I'm looking at makes me uncomfortable. I feel bad for him. I don't I don't see things going well.
Yeah, I don't either. And it's unfortunate because he is a good looking guy. Like, if you took all that away and the flash and got him together, like old dude said, clean his nails.
Yeah, a little scrub a dub.
That's it. Just wash him up a little bit and get him some therapy. You'd be like, wow. Because like she said, he could cook. He got, there's potential there, but ain't nobody dating potential at 40 years old.
You can't.
Ain't nobody doing that.
No.
Like, who's doing that? I'll bet on gas before I do that.
Facts.
Because at least that'll come with time. He just need about 4 or 5 more years.
He's 35. Yep. A little 5 to 7 is, to settle into that thing, and we're fine.
That's it, baby. We're just gonna have fun for right now.
Great.
And I'm gonna get them together.
Yeah, great. But homeboy, Rashawn, and all that drifting off. Nivea noticing you just drifting off. Where are you, sir? Like, what is
Not
happening?
there. He's not there. He wasn't even in the city of Atlanta, girl. He was somewhere else. Just blank face. Just. I was like, this is. Yeah, it was sad.
Ugh.
It was sad.
That's not a good look. I don't like it. It scares me for him, and I don't know. If I heard some kind of crazy story about him after this, I wouldn't be surprised, and that's even more sad.
Yeah.
Poor thing. Well, on a lighter note, let's take this from here. Back to, I do like what I'm seeing with Levon and Evelyn.
I like it too. I think Evelyn's trying to fight it a little bit.
Do you? Okay. Like, how so?
I think as women we do that. Like, you know, when you get the good guy, he's not her typical type, but it's there. So I think she's open to it, but she's still like, oh, you know, like, this is too good to be true.
Right.
So in that regard, I feel bad, you know, because I think he said like, he said he was an introvert.
Yeah.
And she was like, but you communicate very well, you know? And he's like, yeah, but I think I'm very introverted. And I think, you know, so I think that they have their moments where it's like really good, but I do think that there's a little self-sabotage in all of us. And
there is.
And so I'm like, but he's a good dude.
He is a good dude. And I don't get it. Like, him times 21, now we got a show. Like, that caliber.
That is a show.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Like, I'm like, okay, because he's divorced. He has a kid. So we're not saying you can't come with a pass.
Yeah, you're
at 40-some years old. You have a pass.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, cool. But at least he's sensible. Like he said, we got a good relationship. So if you see me and my ex, it didn't work out for us, but she's a great person. Like that. I'm like, okay, cool. Good co-parenting. You got, like, come on.
Sensible is like a nice word.
Yes. So I like them. And when people are genuine like that, like when I initially seen him, he's not attractive to me, but he gets more attractive. He's getting more.
I noticed the same thing. Correct.
He's getting more. I was like, oh, he's looking a little bit different because when a man can show up for you and make you feel safe, he becomes fine, baby.
Yes.
To you. And that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Straight up. I see people talk like, how he get her? Because he's not a clown. He's
not a fool.
He's classy.
Sensible.
He's safe.
Yes.
He's kind. I don't get any red flags from him, and not because we all don't have them, but just because he seems like
ready.
That part. Ready.
He's ready. And he's letting her know. I'm ready. And like you said, oh, you talking to them, so I give you your time with them, and then I get in where I fit in.
Yeah.
Like, grown man, I know what I came in to do.
Yeah. And then when it was time to turn it up a little bit, he did when the little workout thing, whatever he did. You know, he gave a little introverted self. Yes. He came out the shell and was like,
I was like, go ahead.
But
it's just a certain level of humility that he has and a little bit of grace. It's like grown man.
He's a grown man.
He's a grown, and how old is he? I don't remember.
He's kind too. I don't know if it was maybe 43 or 47. I don't think he's as old as 47.
I think he's a little bit younger than her, but he's
43,
doing what? Yeah, I think so. 43 sounds right.
Because he said he's married for 15 years, 25, 30, 36. Yeah, maybe 43.
Yeah. He's showing up.
He is.
He's showing up. And he doesn't have to do all the gift giving. He doesn't have to do, even though he did. But it's just enough.
It is.
It's like perfect.
Like, I could see being at home with you every day.
I could see that.
I could see being home with you.
I could see you doing you, me doing me, us doing us. Like with him. So we already know that she chose him, but that he seems like a winner.
I never looked at her page. That's who she ended up with.
I
never looked. No.
Oh, my bad.
No, you're good. I think
that's
you're looking at, but good. Like, and that's what I'm saying. These guys, when they talk about how ready they are, there's those that talk about it, and then those that are really about it. Like,
and
he's
being about it. And his track record isn't so bad that you feel like, where am I going to fit in your life?
my God.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
refreshing.
Like, yeah, like you have a history, but you don't have like a bunch of cleaning up you got to do.
And you were already married, so you know what this get down looks like.
Right. Yep. And you also know like what you're looking for.
Damn. Can we just, Levon, can we just...
I'm here for him. Like, I am pulling all the way.
This is how you show up and do it. This.
Yes. I'm looking forward to just seeing their journey because he's a good guy.
And she, I want to say she deserves that because women do, but a part of her needs that. She did a good job calling out their opposites or whatever, and she still got that little Bronx, like she looked at Travis, like, she'd be like, yeah, he's cute. He looked like he could fuck somebody else. Like she's
I was like,
hype off of that. Like, girl, you are really happy that this man fights for a living.
Yeah, relax. I was like, wait a minute, calm down. You can just get a bodyguard, girl. You can just get a bodyguard.
A bodyguard is fine. You got the dough. You got the dough.
Yes.
So she still has that, but I think that it's reeled in enough because at 46, you some kind of tired. You ain't old and decrepit, but you are not trying to fight the girls. Those days are over.
Balanced. It's balanced. You're like, that is not even worthy of my energy.
I'm not doing that. I'm not even getting loud at this point. Like,
I can't do it. No. Like, baby. And if I have to, I can't do it because that means that's a deal breaker for me.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So I think he'll enjoy the reeled back version of her bite. You know what I mean? Because it's still there, but it's not, some of the stuff we've seen Evelyn do.
For sure. And that's the beauty in it is there's this history, but there's growth. And just seeing her just bask in her femininity around him. It's beautiful.
I love it.
Yeah.
It looks good on her, girl.
It does. It does. Who's her other person?
She's been giving the guy Richard. Robert.
Robert. I
don't like that she keeps calling him white chocolate. I want us to get past that a little bit. I don't think that every white guy who got a little bit of
just because he put on Jordans for you, because I wasn't getting no white chocolate from him.
Yeah, that's not white chocolate. He looked Wall Street and with some Jordans.
Yeah, on. I wasn't. Yeah, he put some Jordans on and specifically said he did it for you. So I don't think that there's any white chocolate. He's too young. He's not. He's not a candidate for me.
No, but he's cute and he's not for her either. I can see her calculating the proper way. Even that dude Puff, I'm not sure why he's still there. She finds genuineness in him. I think he's still too nervous to be real. He still seems to be showing up. It came out in the flowers thing. Whenever he was talking about salmon, I still don't understand that.
Like, what?
I thought he was talking about the color.
I thought he said the color. Then he said, "You make me think," and I was like, "Did he get a whiff? Like, what is this?"
I don't understand. I'm lost on the salmon. She was lost on the salmon, but it does seem like he's borrowing from people around him because I don't know if he's confident in what he's bringing. Not because he doesn't have it, but because this is a weird environment. Like Tarek, the cute little young boy with the things was saying, like, I'm not used to talking to a woman with like 5 other dudes around. Like, so I know it's a weird situation, but like, I don't know. Her other 2 candidates, this Puff guy and this Robert guy, it's just a matter of time.
Yeah, I agree. Well, and for some reason she likes Puff.
I know.
And I've been trying to figure that one out, but it may be because I don't know. But I also
maybe to her 10 years ago, her liked Puff.
Yeah.
And she's just
because she's really attracted to him. She said he's fine. I was like, is he?
Hey, girl, do you?
Yeah. So I think, like you said, 10 years ago, that would have been a great fit for her, but not so much.
No, I'm not seeing it. I don't get any.
And he's a DJ.
Mm-hmm. And something else, but it's still nightlife, and I think that's another thing that she keeps mentioning, being like,
yeah, because now, like, you're gonna be wanting me to get out the house to watch you DJ, like,
or by the time you get home, you coming in at 4, we can't even wind down, and
we can't even wind down.
Yeah, it's just a lot. That's just a lot.
Like, if you was a DJ that like trained DJs or something, that would be okay. But like, you really got to get out the house, and then you got to come wake me up. And the way that I like my sleep, when you get in the bed, I'm gonna wake up.
Yeah, and I already been asleep 4 or 5 hours.
Right. So
yeah, the lifestyle's not conducive, and that is another major thing that I think we have to look at and make sure we are. Sometimes we are, sometimes we're not, when it comes to, you know, whoever we're going to date or whatever.
Well, and that's the problem. I think what Chris Rock, he said it in a joking way. He said they always ask men, what do you do? And I find myself asking men that too, but not because of what they can bring into my life, but because does that fit my lifestyle? Because if you a DJ, that ain't it. There's nothing we can do. Is you DJing at the house? Like how much? Like where you do?
I don't even know. Like 10 years ago that would have been so fun.
That'd have been so fun. Me and my girls could come out.
Yeah,
girl. No. Now what's up, babe? You got home this late. And now I'm up.
It's 1, you just waking up because you didn't get home till 6. Like,
right.
I need help with the baby. Okay.
Right, I need help. Like, yes. Like, so I just don't know. So that's why I asked, because I need to know, how does this fit in my life?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's a fair question. It's part of it because it also shows what their interests are too. So, yeah, I don't know. I did like the simple things, the park date, the skating, the bike ride. I love simple things. And with these being celebrity women, it's not going to always be about take me to the top of the Louvre and like wine and dine.
Right.
You know, that's cool. But like, can we go to the park and just like
can we just chill?
Yeah.
Yes. I thought, what was the guy's name? Oh my God.
Gerard. Is that his name? For
Tamar? With the locks.
Oh no, the meditator. Corey? Corey. Oh my God, let's talk about Corey. That was a very real life situation.
It really was. Okay, there was a bunch of pieces to that. First of all, he did ask. He did. Ask. But I do feel like it was a form of manipulation. Only because when she said it, I was like, okay, that's a stretch.
Mm-hmm.
But then they had another moment. And I was like, oh, that is,
Yeah, that doesn't really work for me. I don't know who that works for, but I don't.
He said, close your eyes. And I mean, like, I don't know.
And he's young too. He's 34. And I just think that, yeah, I think these younger girls are impressed. Like, oh, he knows how to meditate, and
he knows how.
He's got this big chest, and because he's a cute guy.
He's a cute guy.
Yeah, but yeah, that's a lot, and I don't mind that he does that. Like, okay, for example, me and one of my other girlfriends were joking on Twitter. We don't want our twins. Like, I'm the meditator. Like, we can meditate, but I don't know if I want guided meditations from my man. Like, I don't know if I want it to be that far.
Exactly. Like, exactly. I think there's levels.
Yeah.
And so the thing about it is, but also you don't know me like that.
That part, it is such a sensitive thing. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
he was really trying to stake his claim in a certain way.
When she said, what did she say? She said, so tell me what you, and he said, oh, our chemistry. What?
I didn't see no chemistry.
I didn't see no chemistry. So because you meditated with me, you felt like we had chemistry because you did a guided meditation. Bro, that's not what that means. That's where I felt like the manipulation came in, because now you almost trying to do some hypnotherapy on me to make me think that we got chemistry that I have not felt. Yeah,
and you're not going. I'm evolved enough. You can't trick me into talking about you felt this and that. No, I can feel too. I know. And I think it's because he did feel or see. I don't remember her first conversation with them all so much, but I think once a guy senses and recognizes you're on that path, he just went all in with it. Like, yes, I'm healing. She might have asked.
Because she said something about spirituality or something.
Yes, something. Are you on your therapy journey? Or
and he took
something. And he was like, oh, that's what she on?
He was like, let me take it there. I'm going to do a meditation.
I'm going to do all of that. Like,
yeah. And I was just like, no. Like, it wouldn't have worked. Like I said, if it was like, maybe even like the 10th date, because I know that this is what you do and that's who you are. And I'm signed, sealed. I'm with you. We're exclusive. You know what I mean? And so you're like, baby, let's wind down. Let's do some breath work. Yeah. I can handle that.
Yeah.
But our first 10 minutes together, no.
Yeah, and I even might have been okay with, because when he first started, I was like, okay, that's nice, because I do like a good reset.
Right.
There's a lot going on. We all at
the park.
But maybe he could have kept it a little light, like, this is what I do, whatever. let's hold hands, just take 3 deep breaths. I just wanted you to reset from the last dude. Now let's go into it. But you don't need to, you felt my chest
chemistry.
and my,
you felt like you was doing a whole lot. So that was a little bizarre for me.
It was a lot. Poor thing. He was so thrown off in the kitchen when she was telling him. He was just like, I was. And I did feel him though. When you're using words like manipulation and all this, he was just like, yo, like that's not me.
Yeah, no,
like,
it did seem like a personal attack initially when she said it. I was like, oh, but and the reason why it was off-putting to him is because she didn't address it then. And so that's the other reason. Then real time she was like, I ain't about to let you meditate my pants off. So you're joking. So then to come back and say words like manipulation, that's off-putting. But if she would have addressed that then, like I would have been, as soon as he started meditating, I'd have been like, baby, this is real sweet, but it's not the time. It's not the time.
Like I'm not
even gonna go there with you.
Yeah. Artistic IQ said, I'm gonna do all of that. Got him.
No, I'm not here for that. I'm not.
Yeah, it's gotta be introduced. Like I said, if he would have, let's hold hands and take 3 deep breaths.
Yeah,
like you might have got me on some reset stuff. Like
you got me
I'm
on
calm.
some reset.
Yeah, now I'm in this energy now. Like, all right, now I'm present. You got me, but I don't know. I don't know. And then too, I like how Tamar admitted, she has her guard up. I've gone on a date before and a guy's been like, oh, you seem kind of guarded. And it's like, yeah, I am. We don't really know each other like that. Like there's a part of you that can be open, but sometimes finding the balance between being open and being guarded is tough because it doesn't mean the walls will never come down. But unfortunately, people play too much and you got to take time.
You got to take time. And they just throwing all these men in. And so I do get that because there's like this part where they're putting all these men within the game. And so I that resonated with me. As soon as she said that, I was like, I could understand that, yeah. So that completely resonated. Like, I was like, I completely get that.
Yeah. I'm not going to just be, I remember the days I was just open and, and that's cool, but.
Yeah. Ready to talk, ready to, tell them your whole life. Now you'd be like I tell people it's hard to get me out the house.
It really is. And when I'm out, like, it's just not the same. Like, I'm very selective these days.
Me too. Even, I think, like, last week, this guy asked me, he's like, do you want to go for a cup of tea or coffee? And I told him, I said, baby, I have my own money. And I don't even mean to be rude. But if I get out the house, I'm not going to get a cup of coffee or tea. And I know that that's y'all's strategy because you guys go on a lot of dates and you don't want to spend money. But we could go eat and I'll pay for you. But I'm not going to leave my house for a cup of coffee or tea.
Absolutely. I don't even like coffee, so there's that.
There's that. I was just like, and so, and I mean, he ended up saying, like, I understand what you're saying. He was like, yeah, so we can go eat. But, because that's my thing. Like, I'm not leaving my house for a cup of coffee or tea. I'm not doing that.
No, and I can make dinner at home. My fridge stay stocked. Even going out to eat, I still have to like you. I'm not the type of chick that's about to go out to eat for food. I don't need to do that.
And I tell people, like, I'm so beyond those. You remember when that was cute? You would go out to eat for food. I don't want to go out to eat with you for food.
That's my time and my energy.
It is. And I eat different. So I'm already in the mind frame that I'm paying for me because I am the girl that's getting appetizers. I'm getting a drink. I'm already got the mindset that we can go Dutch because
not me. Dutch will never leave my lips.
No, it doesn't either, but I know how I am. So don't even, my thing is you could take me for a hike.
Yeah, a hike is fun.
Yeah, so do something like that. Yeah, we could do something like,
or like after.
Yeah.
If we get to the after.
If we get to the after. So I'm definitely that girl where it doesn't have to be, Yeah,
I'm definitely a dinner person, but I do notice too, some of these guys, it's like, there's a guy I've been going out with recently. He's probably, saying it out loud sounds funny. He's probably taking me dinner about 5 or 6 times. But it's like, now he already feels like, oh, now we got to see if we have sexual chemistry. No, we don't. We don't. I don't know why you think this little food means, like,
I agree.
You don't know nowhere near enough about me to even be saying something like that. We only had some dinner dates, like
No.
So it's just navigating these days is very.
It's tricky.
It is.
It's tricky. And then you know, you do have your Nivea moments where you meet somebody and y'all do have that chemistry initially, but you got to build up on the other stuff. So the dating game is
it is a game. I always hated to say that. I never wanted to relate dating to a game, but it is. It's like you gotta have
strategy.
moves, you have to have strategy. You can't show your hand. You better have some kind of poker face about yourself sometimes. Like
you do because people will eat you up. And
I didn't even know. I ain't even know. I do now though.
She said, I'm prepared now.
I know now.
So that's when I see them, I'm like, okay, I see them going on their dates. I see that they get to choose their things. I like that they chose like vulnerable spaces. So I don't know how to ride a bike. I don't know how to skate.
That was great.
I thought that was cute. So, you know, I mean, they trying.
They are. They're trying. I thought those were good. Even the other dates that they did. What was it? The making the flowers. The what was it? I don't think I wrote it down. The cooking, the candle making, the candle making, and the candle arranging. That was
what did you think about the groupie guy? He was like a groupie.
Wait, which one?
Was he on this one?
Oh no, he had to go. They let him go. The one who listened to her songs all night.
Yes.
Oh, he was out. Poor thing. He didn't last nothing but an episode.
He did it. I almost forgot about him.
Poor guy.
I don't even know his name. I'm calling him Groupie.
Keyshawn.
Yeah.
G-Sean.
I listen to your songs
all night.
And this is how I know. This is how I know. Even the first group of men knew who they were. Because every group has been like, yes, I Googled you. Yes, I looked you up.
Yeah.
So
because that's what I'm gonna do. I looked at your Instagram too.
Right.
Moving on. You like these candles? Like the fan thing. I don't even do that. I did a panel on Fox Soul and Tamar was on panel, or just being in LA. I don't know. There's a thing. You don't need to fangirl people. They know. They get that all of the time. They're trying to get to know you as a person. So listen to my catalog. I mean, that's cool, but like.
And I want us to do music together.
Yeah, this is all wrong. That is all wrong. I write songs and her face was like. Yeah, I feel like she was signaling to the producers, like, in this, please.
Get this joke out of here. Get this joke out of here. And again, how did he make it through? Because you know he told them, I love her. I listened to her catalog. You know he told them that.
I wonder if it's just the money. Is it just the fact that they make money? I wonder what the process was. I don't know. Because I
feel like I could have I feel like I could have did better.
Oh no.
Because here's the thing. I know good men. They just don't happen to be for me.
Correct. That part.
So I could find some great men. I know some great men.
Mm-hmm.
So I know men that would, you know, so for sure.
Right. Lord. All I know is if they want to bring me 21 guys, I'm not going to be mad.
Oh, you know who else they brought this time? What was his name? Oh my God. Maybe we did talk about him. He's a military, he retired.
Gerard? No.
That is his name. Yes. Yeah, they did bring him.
Yeah, let's talk about him. I thought he was cute. 39, never married. His story about his mom was touching. That was sad because you could just tell he was finna be broken up about it. Yeah. I'm glad he got to laugh and talk with her before she passed. That was
good.
A big deal. Yeah, and he seems cool. I don't think he's for Tamar, but he definitely seems like a homie. Yeah.
I think he's genuine. I think he's just he's the homie. That's exactly it. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't get any
No.
Yeah, I didn't get any weird flags from him. I wasn't crazy about the chitlins discussion, but they both like chitlins, so that's what they do. They got that in common. I'm not going to be eating chitlins with anyone.
I'm not eating chitlins with nobody. I was like, oh, this is a low vibrational.
Yeah. Y'all going to have y'all low vibrational plates.
I was like, no. I was like, ooh, not the good old chitlins. Oh God.
My God. But they laughed about it. That was cool. I didn't get any red flags from him yet. Like, he's not everybody's type, who is, but
Yeah, I just didn't
He
get
seems
anything from
normal.
him. I just got normal and nice, which I mean, which is fine. I mean, you know what I'm saying. But I didn't get anything like, oh yeah, I'm gonna
like,
try to talk to him.
no, or like, what is that? Like, he didn't give you any of that either.
Yeah, no, it was very. I wasn't impressed though.
What happened to Michael? He was like the hot guy everybody wanted in the first couple of episodes. I didn't see anything about him in 3 or 4.
I know.
He's just kind of like in the background somewhere.
He's just in the background
because he's not cut. I don't know. But
yeah, there was nothing. And I guess he's probably one of those people that don't know how to date when there's that many men either.
Yeah, because he seems like a good guy and that there's something there, but he doesn't seem aggressive enough.
Yeah, and he's gonna have to put that. He's gonna have to do that. When you're there with that many men, you have to be.
Yeah, shoot. Even when you're not, like, you got to be some kind of aggressive.
Yeah, I need you to show me.
You gotta be. I need to. Yeah.
I need to know.
Like, you like me?
Yes.
I don't want to be. You can't be ambiguous and thought about that. Like,
right, sir. I need you to know.
Yeah, so he seems like he's just wandering around in the background, and that doesn't really work. But I guess we'll find out what happens to him. What else? Oh, I did write down that Puff said, and this is something that a lot of guys say, but he was talking about when Evelyn was in the flower shop talking about her past bad girl ways. He was like, yeah, but I like that. It keeps me on my toes. And I get so sick of guys saying stuff like that. I don't know what that really means.
Right. Maybe we need a man to tell us, what does it mean when you say we keep you on your toes by acting like that? What? Like, why would that keep
by
you on your toes?
By hollering at women on public television and cussing them out and like.
Right. What about that kept you? Why does that keep? You know what I'm saying? Her acting. That's, you know what? It was his age.
Well, yeah, because I don't understand that. Now I do understand a man. The only level of that I understand is a man that is not dating a pushover.
Well, he knows you with the shit. Yeah, he knows you with the shit. Like if in the event that something goes down, or you know, he knows that you can speak up for yourself.
Right.
He knows that you can hold your ground. And then he knows in the event something happened to both of y'all that you know. Right.
You're going to be good. We're going to be good. It ain't going to be a flimsy situation.
But I think that's different. Yeah. I think that's different though. He was making it seem like I like when a woman show out.
Yeah. But I feel like I hear that a lot too. And I'm like, because that's what I think has women think that's what they need to do and be to get a man.
Yeah,
like a performance piece of a performance personality that they need to put on because men like that. I don't like that keeping me on my toes. Stay on your own toes.
Yeah, no.
Why am I keeping you on your toes? You see these heels? I'm already on my toes.
I'm on. That's it. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I'm okay.
I'm good on that. Let's see what I like before this. So I did like that conversation between JR and Tamar when he was asking her about her love language. And she was like, what I like before is not what I want now. And I related to that because I feel like I'm in the same space. I'm constantly reevaluating and I'm really sitting back this time like, yeah, I'm changing so much. I don't think, no, things are changing. Nothing feels the same. And I don't think what I liked before, I don't like that now.
Well, but I think so even that book, one of the things that he says in the book is do this every year or sometimes twice because you're supposed to be evolving. Your love language should change. You know what I'm saying? Like as you grow and then your love language should change. So I felt like that was a healthy conversation and something that it's a good question that everybody's like typically asking on dates now.
Yeah, it is one of those popular questions. I tell people mine's all 5. I want all.
Mine is too.
I can't pick one. I need
like I can't like
I need quality time, affection. I need gifts. I need words of affirmation.
Words of affirmation. Yeah, all of them. At this point in my life, like I'm definitely digging all of them. Like
all of them.
It has to.
Touch me too. Yeah.
Yes, all of them. No, literally, like you.
I can't pick one over the other.
No, I mean, do you want me to put them in order?
I don't even know if I can do that. I need all of them. So what I can tell you is when to implore each one, if that will help guide you along the way.
Right. Yeah, no.
When I'm feeling like this, I'm just hungry. I need some, when I need this, I just need to be hugged. Here, just encourage me. Here, I just need some quality time. I don't, whatever it is. Like,
I can tell you where to apply them.
I can tell you where to apply them. All of them.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. But I did feel like that part was a genuine conversation.
Yeah, I did like that. It was good. It was a good realization, I think, for her to say out loud too, and especially to someone like him who's so different from what typically, that she dates. So I like that space. I think that's healthy for people to be doing. What else did I wrote Gatsby X. What else did I put? Oh my God. He was backtracking on that.
Yes.
Something else. Oh, Nivea. Nivea talked about having trust issues, and we kind of covered that, but I'm glad she brought that up because that's just kind of the reality at this age. And I don't even want to say at this age, just in dating too, having trust issues. Like, is this person being for real? And can I trust myself? Like, am I hearing what I'm hearing? Am I seeing what I'm seeing? I don't know.
I think that's what makes it challenging even about this show, because it's like that trust comes with time.
Yeah. Can't get around that.
You can't get around it. Like, I need to see you outside of this house.
Yep.
And how you show up and how you juggle me and work and your life, whether it be an ex-wife, kids. I need to see how I fall into this equation.
Yep.
Because the reality is, and we don't talk about it enough, is men issues, number one and two. One is finance, and two is just being stressed due to job, work, finances, baby mama, family, etc. And when those things hit them hard, they typically don't know how to move in spaces.
They don't.
And they don't. And so I need to see how I fall into this and how you juggle me in this equation.
How you allow me to fall into it as well.
Yeah, yeah. And does the way that I fall into it align with my spirit?
That part. It's so major. It's everything. And I think that, I feel like, a couple of guys, they'll say they're ready or they want this or that. But I expect to be treated very well from the gate. Like, I'm expecting you. I don't care if you only know me 2 months. Yeah. Because y'all don't have no problem having no sex after that amount of time. So let's not have a problem with you understanding 100% and fully what my expectations are. And I need to see what you're capable of, because it's going to continue to make me feel safe. So there's some level of these guys that need to know what they want. Put their stake in the ground and move accordingly. That will eliminate so much, like what Levon and Evelyn are doing. He eliminates so much chatter and chaos because he sees her.
He has tunnel vision.
He has tunnel vision. He honors her standards. So they obviously had a conversation about standards and values.
Yeah.
Once you get those foundations in, like, it really shouldn't be that hard.
It really shouldn't be that hard. And that's what I tell people. People make they make the dating game so tainted and rough. And it's like, it really doesn't have to be this hard. Mm-mm. I mean, like, we're two people coming from two different spaces, but once we agree that this is where we're headed and this is where we're going, baby, like, I tell people, like, okay, yeah, I got my kids. My kids are cool though. Like, they're cool. So they go, it's like, we should be able to travel, have fun, and then life will present stuff. Like, somebody's going to pass away. Something's going to happen. We'll deal with that as it comes.
Together.
But in terms of us, together. Mm-hmm. But once this regular life stuff, like, and then yes, I have to know that you're for me. And I think a lot of men, unfortunately, they miss that. Like, I need to know without a shadow of a doubt. Like, I had dated this guy. We've known each other. Oh my God. I'll just round up, for about 10 years now. And he was like, I told you I would come to LA and then I would just be ready. But no, like, where's the marker? How can I gauge that? When will I see it? You can't just say that you're going to come here and all of a sudden all of these things are just going to fall into place. Like, I need to see them. And he's like, well, you wouldn't buy in. Who's buying into when you come here? I'm going to see a different person than I seen in Atlanta.
It doesn't.
That's not how that works.
That's not how it works.
And he couldn't understand why I couldn't wrap my head around just jumping all in. The jump in is me being agreeable to you coming.
Yeah. And you see this conversation we're having right now? Like,
this is the jump in. But the rest of that, I gotta see. I gotta date you. Like I told him, I was willing to go back and travel to Atlanta and do some dating. He was like, "No, you don't need to come here for us to date. Let me just move there."
No,
that sounds crazy.
Yeah, I want to come on and date.
So. Yeah, because we may dislike each other very much because we've never done this thing. We've been friends, but we've never dated. So you don't know me to that capacity or on that side of the, And so I think that we have to be fair in this thing called dating.
Yeah. And look at all angles, keep it real, try not to bring as much baggage as possible, because I can tell guys too, there are guys that don't believe that they deserve a good woman, and they can't even see that in their patterns. They can't see that where it came from. And I'm just looking at you, I'm always watching them self-sabotage, and it's like, damn, there's nothing I can even do about that. That's a you thing. Like, I'm hearing what you're saying. I'm feeling the energy. I'm seeing everything. We don't have no issues, but here what's happening? You're like malfunctioning over here. Like, so it's like men have these, we don't.
They have these underlying insecurities that they need to address too.
They really do.
Like, why are you dating this? What, sir? Do you not believe in your kingship? Why would you even, I tell some of my other friends, like, this is someone you never even should have dated. But there's a lot of men like that.
And it's so clear. Oh, I used to date this girl. We was about to move in with each other. I go look at her page and I'm like,
sir.
The girl
my homeboy.
What?
My homeboy's like that. Like, he's dating this girl, and I said you shouldn't even be dating her based on her name. But then just to go further, like, she's like, oh, I don't want to meet your family. I'm not a family person. So, and he's like, and then he makes really good money now. He said, so I'm going to support my mom. She was like, no, that's not an option either, because I don't have a relationship with my mom. So you're not going to support your mom. Better yet, then she told him, she said, better yet, like, we can get together after my kids move out, because her kids are older. She was like, when my kids move out, because they can never come back home. And he was like, why would you just say they can never come back home?
And how long did he date her?
Girl.
Because I bet you he dated her.
They're still dating. He said he's gonna break up with her soon.
But do you see what I'm saying? And then
I was like,
somebody, like me, or I got some homegirl. Like, we're amazing. Like, I don't hang out with women that I wouldn't marry myself. Like,
true that. That's
what
me
I mean?
Yeah. Like, so I don't have no trouble with friends.
Like, and this what y'all running from? Y'all got some issues.
it's a thing. It's a thing. So men need to know their worth too. And I told him, I said, know your worth, King. And he screenshot me a text that she sent him. And I said, I wouldn't be with her based off of this text message, but we
one
different.
Text message.
And he was like, why? And I said, you don't see all the misspelled words?
She don't give a damn.
And he was like, Dawn, but I misspelled stuff. I said, baby, she misspelled racist. And if she would have even got close, it would have auto-corrected. She didn't get nowhere close to it. So, yeah, I told him, I was like, and I'm not the greatest speller, but I'm just saying, like, they need to have certain guidelines too, just like we do.
They do. But we talk about it as women so much. Men need to have it, but I'm not seeing that same energy for men. I think now that we are talking about healing and therapy and growth and all this is starting to come about now, but a lot of these men I'm even noticing men dating women like their mothers. Like, there was this guy a few years ago, and when he was telling me about his upbringing and how mean, like, his mom was, and I'm sure she was just stressed. She was a single woman, all this and that. But then when I look at his history of how the women he's chosen speak to him, wow, I'm just like,
he didn't went and got the same person.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, that's what and it's like, when are you going to kind of like see that all of this animosity and tension and that you keep perpetuating? I've known you a long time. It keeps, and it's not working out with these girls, because when are you going to look?
He not. And when he does, that's when kids are involved. That's when, like,
kids are already involved. And he don't even know how to tell him. Now your son, both of them, all three of them, got mothers who act like your mom.
Right. And so now
do you think the sons are gonna?
It's gonna be a generational thing. You can't save them. And even like my homeboy, he said he went to talk to her. He said, "Hey, he told the girl, I need you to soften up a little bit. Like you a little rough around the edges." He said, because she's like that too. And so he told her, just and I'm a family person, so I need you. And his family's 6 states away, so it's not even like he's always with the family. And he said when he said that, she started laughing and said, "Don't try that vulnerable stuff with me." I said, "What?"
But you with her though.
You with her though.
That's all I keep looking at. That's why a lot of the times, because I mean, women, we don't get grace either. Like guys retort back, "Well, you ain't experiencing all this because the guys you pick. Well, you in the same boat.
You in the
so
same
I don't want to
boat.
hear nothing you talk about women because I can't help you because there's nothing but great women around me, and we all trying to figure out what to do with y'all."
And that's the thing. And that's why if you go somewhere and you ask the man, "Well, do you got a friend?" They be like, "Nah, because he ain't." Why are you hanging around people that's like that? Me and my birds, you could date any. I mean, you can't have all of us, but if you pick, you're gonna end up. If you spin the dial, you're gonna end up on a good woman.
This is a squad.
It's just a matter of It's just a matter of chemistry and at that, like the foundational pieces. But all of my friends are amazing people.
Genuinely loyal, take care of things.
But when you ask men, have you noticed? When you ask them, they like, "Man,
I don't really."
And you like
that
you
one
got so many friends.
Yeah, like that's the dude that you're rolling with. He don't even take women on dates. He's one of the let's go get coffee and probably go Dutch. What you kicking in with him for?
Why are you with him, sir?
Why is that your? I don't know. Hey, look.
So
that's why I be over here just minding my business.
Me too. Me too.
Because there's a lot going on, but I love that we can have these conversations. They definitely go both ways. We're all growing, healing, evolving, learning, everything. And it just is what it is. But we're going to work with what we got. And I think the more that we put it out there, I don't know, it's going to land and hopefully.
I think so too. I think so too. I think now people are getting in that space because people want to be loved and they want to have good, authentic, wholesome.
They do.
Beautiful. And so I think with everybody kind of working on themselves and in these spaces and with the resources that we have now, that hopefully the dating pool won't have so much pee in it,
Oh my gosh. That's what, I'm like right now, I feel like I'm in the little kiddie pool. I might let somebody get in, but there's no pee in this pool. There's no pee. Clean. Yeah, there's no pee. I'm not,
it's a saltwater pool.
I don't even do public pools. Like, what are we talking about? I can't.
Like, this is my own personal pool. It's a saltwater pool. Right. It meets all of the regulations.
It's heated. It's
cool.
Clean.
It's heated. Yeah.
Now, if I let you get in this mug, like, that really mean like you done got my pool.
You done got my pool.
Better act right in here.
Yeah, I agree.
It's really expensive to, But anyway, we're out here doing what we can. But this was a great chat. I feel like we covered everything. I don't think I missed anything.
No, I think
this show was fun though.
It was. It was good. I enjoyed it.
So
I enjoyed it.
Next week we will what is Tamar and freaking Candy arguing about? I still don't even know. I was like, is this for the show? Is this because they got shows and seasons coming out?
It must be because
I'm like, what?
That was from the baby boy. Not why I keep saying baby boy, Big Brother.
Oh, what?
It's from that. So
That's
I'm like,
old.
are y'all? Yeah, it's old. And so I guess she dropping a single.
Okay.
Candy's touring,
That's what it is. Because I was like, the timing. I ain't heard nothing about none of this. And all
nothing.
of a sudden, Todd
and I don't want to research it. I seen it. I was like, then when I seen somebody say it, I was like, oh. And then I had to ask someone. They told me, and I was like, okay, yeah, this is publicity. But they smart. I ain't mad at them.
Hey, look, whatever works. We're hip to it.
That's it. As long as we know.
Yep. All right, girl. Well, let the people know where they can find you online so they can stay connected.
I am at drdawn.life at the IG. Okay, that's my handle. And I don't do nothing else, y'all. I'm not a TikToker. I'm not a Facebooker. I'm not a nothing else. So you'll find me on there.
It's a lot. And y'all know the drill. you're following me, your notifications are on, keep them on, because I'll be back on Wednesday talking to dating and relationship consultant Inyatu Marvel. We have a juicy topic. It's a little taboo. I was afraid to touch it, but this is what we gonna do. So tune in on Wednesday. Like, subscribe, comment. You can follow me here on Instagram. That's pretty much all the things for now.
What time on Wednesday, though?
Wednesday at 5 o'clock your time.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
8 o'clock East Coast, 7 o'clock Central.
Love it.
Yeah, I saw a topic and I was like, "Oh, okay, well, let's."
I'm gonna tap in.
Yeah, let's try this.
I get off a little early too. I'm tapping in. I'm excited now.
Yeah, and he's a really great, balanced, brother. So we always come from obviously a healthy space, but it's just kind of like, all right, y'all, like, are we going to talk about this or
right?
No,
are we going?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I shall be in the comments.
Please do, please. I would love to hear your feedback. I genuinely would. So
okay, I'll be there then. Thank you so much. Yeah.
And thanks everyone for tuning in. And you will see us here, same time, same place next week. Enjoy the rest of your evenings.
Bye, y'all.
Peace.